It's a great day to be rich. Say it with me. It's a great day to be rich. Realize I am consciousness happening. Yes, I am Vivian Rich, your host here at Live Richer with Ease, where it is our intent here to inspire and empower you to align with your heart, expand your mind to create a lifestyle you love with ease. You get to experience it, my rich friend. And I'm going to share with you today about what you want wants you and how to get it. Okay. What you want really does want you and how to get it. I know you've experienced this. You say, okay, Vivian, if what I want wants me, why hasn't it gotten to me as of yet? Okay. No worries. We're going to give you a simple framework of how to get what you want so that you all can be united, okay? Happy Mother's Day to all of you that are celebrating motherhood and those of you that are aunties that have been the mother of the children. Yes, appreciate you so much. And especially happy Mother's Day to you heavenly mothers. You know, you got some babies that are already in, that's looking over your shoulder and looking over your shoulder, guiding and protecting you, and they're just your little angels. I know I got one at least, okay? I got one that's like that. And I've come to learn it's a new normal. And it's a good thing. But I digress. I will go ahead and get back to what we wants us, because it is possible, rich friend, to experience and have what you want with ease. However, without the proper knowledge of how to apply what you know, it's very difficult. I was recently looking at some information, a new layout on the background of some technology here that I use. And I was like looking at it, but my mind was programmed for how it was before. So I'm looking for what was there before. And I couldn't quite figure it out, even though I was looking at it, looking at what was supposed to be there. However, once I got my mind cleared, and I slowed it down. Any of you have to do that? Slow it down a notch, take it down a notch to comprehend, right? I had to slow it down. And once I did that, my mind was able to connect with what was familiar and what was new and bridge those two together to make it easier for me to make the passage over into expansion. And that's kind of that is exactly what we do here. We're going to build on what you already know to get you over to where you want to be. We're just going to be the bridge. That's what we are here at Live Richer with Ease for all of our rich friends and those of you that are in our community. We are the bridge. You already know you're looking for it, but we're going to help you get to it with ease. And so in this today, we're going to get to what you wants you. And a lot of times we feel there's a disconnect. And I will share this with you, rich friend. Therein lies the problem. If you are feeling a disconnect, therein lies the problem. Because when you feel disconnected from something, it's very difficult for you to connect with it. So to get connected to it, you've got to feel that you're connected with it already before it happens. And you say, Vivian, hold on, pump the brakes. What you talking about? This is how we get to what we want, because it's wanting us already. Those desires in our heart, those desires that's in our gut, those desires and those feelings that we already have. Guess what, rich friend? They already exist, and they exist for you to experience it. That's your birthright. They exist for you to experience it. And the only way you're going to get to experience it is for you to feel for it. You got to feel it. And that means in that feeling, you're like, okay, Vivian, I feel rich today. Now, where's my money? Okay. Some of you might be there. All right, Vivian, I just got some information that my job might not be present in 2 weeks. All right. So I'm feeling for it. How do I get it? All right. No worries. I'm so super glad that you asked. All right. Since you asked, I'm going to give it to you. So you got to feel for it like I did when I closed my business, my childcare business of over 16 years at that time. Closed it. And I felt so much relief the next morning when I awakened. I kid you not, guys. And some of y'all have been saying this about your jobs. Okay. You were ready to get out of your job. You were like, oh, I only got 5 more years for retirement, et cetera, and all those things. And some days you just say, I ain't feeling it. I don't want to go there at all, all the things. Well, what I'm going to share with you is you've created that. I know, sad but true. You created that you felt that way. And so therefore those things came into your experience. But here's the beautiful part about it. If you were able to create that, how much more can you create? Can you imagine how much more you can create and bring into your experience? Yes, because we are unknowingly creating in our experience many times. But here over at Live Rich with Ease, what we're going to teach you is we are the bridge. Remember, we're going to help you blend what's familiar with what's new and make it work for you. That's what we're going to do. Blend what's familiar and what's new and make it work for you. That's it. So what we're going to do here is learn how to create intentionally. That's what being rich is about, creating intentionally for your experience. And so you can experience it because those desires that you have in you, as I share with you, they were already in you and they're ready to manifest, especially if you're becoming more and more aware of them. As you become more and more aware of them, those are signs telling you that it is time, that it's ready. It's calling for you. Now, the thing is, you've got to feel the feeling of experiencing it. And you say, Vivian, I said, I feel rich. Now, where that money at in my bank? Why it's not in my bank account? And as I shared, that's where the problem is because you're aware of what's not working for you. And we are in week 20, almost through the 2025 year. And in our guidebook, we're on our guidebook for those of you that have yours, especially those that are in our Live Rich with Ease community, hanging out with us over there in our community where we are going through this book here in depth and we're offering experiences of personal experiences that are really manifesting with ease by utilizing tools through this book as well as additional tools through our group that is available to our members in our community. So week 20 says you have to be the mental equivalent of it. Those of you that have your guidebook, open it up. Week 20, you have to be the mental equivalent of it. And you say, well, wait a minute. What's the mental equivalent of it? Back to what I was saying about the feeling. You've got to feel it. You've got to align with it. Embody it. No one has to tell you, those of you that are mothers, no one can tell you you're not a mother. If you are a mother and you own it and you know it and you love it and you enjoy it, no one can tell you that and separate you from that identity. And if you identify, like you are a father, you are a school teacher, you are a bus driver. And those of you transitioning in your employment, you are the CEO, you are vice president of this, you're that. Let me share with you, you've taken on that identity. So that's why you're able to execute and walk in that authority of that. So this is what we want to do when we actually embody the thing. Get in the lane, as Jay-Z would say, I embodied the thing, I got it in the lane. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, I want you to give yourself permission to embody it, to be it. Some of you, when we start our morning, we say, I am rich. We give our success creed. We say those things because we embody it. Now, not only are we saying it, but those things are coming from our spirit and from our heart. So like, some of you have recently desired relationships and many of you have gotten them. Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you all for sharing that with me and the group over there in our community. I appreciate that. And those of you that are here listening on these various platforms, you can come in the chat, you can slide in a DM and let me know what you have gained, how your life is being transformed. So what we want to do is we want to make sure we align with it. We become it. We got to align, knowing we've identified what we want to experience. And now let's get it to wanting us because it's in us already. Those desires were already there and therefore they got to marry. They got to manifest, because if they don't manifest, rich friend, I'm going to tell you, it's the most annoying feeling ever. That's where your agony, your pain, your misery strives from, because it creates a congestion in your spirit, a congestion in your heart, a congestion in your thought processes. And therefore, you're not able to be clear. You're not able to show up in a powerful way that you are, because that which is to be manifested is clogged, meaning you have not became in alignment with it. Alignment is getting together with it. You know how you drive down the interstate and there all the traffic is going in on one side and the traffic is going in another direction. All this traffic's, they're in alignment. They're going to various destinations, but they're in alignment on the path that they're going to get there for a certain period of time. If they're going to the exact same location, like recently, I was on the interstate and in morning traffic, something I don't normally do, but I was, and watching them, just staying in your lane. As long as you stay in your lane and you're going in this direction with the flow of the traffic, you're going to arrive safely. Now, I just need to help you, as we said, we help you here to align with that and get in contact with that spirit and that person, that identity. That's what we're going to get into, that identity. So I want you to just take a moment, and just give some thought to it. What is it right now, today, that you want to align with? What is it that you want to experience? Whatever it is you want to experience, because you wanting that, it wants you. Yes, it does. It wants you. So now I want you to get into the feeling of experiencing that. Get into that feeling. What does it feel like to experience it? What does it feel like? I know the silence sometimes bothers some people. It's your friend. It's your friend. What does it feel like? You feel the expansion? You're expanding right now in our conversation. You are expanding into that feeling of it. Sit with it. All right. You got that part. You got that. It wants you. You want it. It has to come. It is here already. It doesn't have to come. It's here already. Now it's an opportunity for you to become aware of it. Aware of it in various ways. Aware of it. You get to become more aware. It may show up by someone having a random conversation and give you the tip that you need to know what your next step is. I know that was the case for me. Like I said, when I was in Hawaii, that happened, with regards to the next thing, with regards to opening up and helping business owners gain access to funding. That's what happened to me. It may be actually the tip that you need to find housing that you've only dreamed of. And it might be the housing where you don't have to come in with any financials up front. It may be the housing that you really want to experience, you've been dreaming about all your life, or the security that you've thought of. It may be the housing you may want, oceanfront living. Yeah, it can happen. This is actually the chapter that I was reading that helped me manifest that experience to live oceanfront and no money up front. And it was the house that was for me. It fit my personality. It was fully designed. It was fully furnished. And guess what? It even had food in the refrigerator. I'm telling you, it did. So that's when you are in equivalent with the mental equivalent, and you are in alignment with what you want and it wants you. When you are in alignment, you show up. It's just that. You don't have to think and guess. Is this the one? If you're talking about the housing, we'll get to the relationship in a minute. Is this the one? No, you don't have to guess. You're walking and you know it. Because when I drove that coastline for 30 minutes and watching just the waves roll in and just come in like whoosh, whoosh, coming down and going around the curve and seeing the beautiful, majestic of the Pacific Ocean, all of the Pacific Ocean out there. When I came into that experience, I just felt like, home. Have you felt that? That's how, when you know what, when you want something and it wants you, it feels like home. It feels nature. It feels second nature. It's natural. It's natural for you, rich friend. So you get to feel it, because we don't need to, anytime you feel a separation from it, that's prolonging the coming and the manifestation of it. You've got to get to feel it and feel how it does. So when I opened the gate, when I went through the property and opened the doors and went up the spiral stairs to go onto the rooftop, all of that spoke to me, and it was home. It felt like the thing it felt like for me. Now, for you, it may be different. Whatever it is that you're feeling in your spirit, and inside of you, when I say spirit, that's your inner being, that's your subconscious, whatever you want to call it. It's the in, the great within. That's what you want to call it. If you anything you really want to call it, the great within. That's the thing there that's ready to come forth and rise up and to be experienced by you. And we over here in this world and live richer with ease, we love to experience, because we're here. Life is all about experiences when you think about it. Think about it. Give it some thought. It's all about the experiences. What do you want to experience in your life right now? Getting clarity. I had the opportunity of listening to a morning broadcast this morning, and people were calling in and asking for advice with regards to notifications they received that they're going to be losing their job, and also some things they had going on with their personal spouse and things of that nature. But the thing about it is, you they were connecting to the problem more so than the solution. And when we connect to the problem, rich friend, that's what we're going to experience more of. We get to choose to connect to the solution. Connecting to the solution is you feeling the relief. What does it feel like to be relieved from this situation? What does relief in this situation feels like? So like on a hot day, and unlike today here in Florida, on a hot day, one of the things you would want is some water. No one has to tell you to go drink some water on a hot day if you're exposed to the elements. No one got to tell you that. You want the relief of a glass of water. So just drink it. And I'm going to tell you to do the same thing, rich friend. Just drink what you want, meaning drink it in feeling. Feel it. You can't touch it tangibly. You got to feel it. So like in the chapter 20 here, I had the opportunity to feel it of living in this house before I actually got into the house. So when I went to visit the house and I was told about the house, and I went to visit the house, it felt like home, but I couldn't move in that same day. Can you believe that? I couldn't move in that same day. In fact, I had 40 days in between. 40 days. Yes, it felt like my moment of going through the wilderness, guys. I kid you not. And I know you might feel like that with your situation. You might be going through your wilderness, but you can get through that. And one of the things as I share with you here, the first step is you got to align with it, become one with it. You know you want it, become one, feel it. And that's what I had to do. So I did this here, and I highly recommend it if it's something physical you want to experience. And for my friends that are biblical, it is biblical. It's actually, I'm going to read to you the verse and give you a little foundation before I tell you exactly what it is to do. Okay. So here it is. It says, arise, walk through the land in the length of it and in the breadth of it, for it will give unto you Genesis, for it is given unto you. Okay, so I'll repeat that once more. Arise, walk through the land in the length of it and the breadth of it, for it will be given unto you. It's yours, it's given unto you. So he's like, okay, Vivian, what does that mean? And that's in Genesis for you. Use Genesis 13:17. That was given to Abraham, actually. He wasn't sure what what belonged to him. Some of you might not be sure what belongs to you, but I'm giving you, it's yours already, because it's already in your spirit. It's yours. So now you just get to walk in it. And that means sometimes walking in your mind first, because we have to get there mentally. We got to get there and walk in it. And then you walk in it physically. So that may look like, in my case for that house, It was me going by the property on a frequently basis, going through the neighborhood, riding through the neighborhood, walking, getting out of my car and walking the land. Okay. Walking the land, even though I had 40 whole days before I could actually fully occupy it and say it is mine. And by doing that, it actually aligned me and bridged that gap and made me closer and one with it, as with whatever you're experiencing right now. You've got to be closer to the problem, closer to the solution, not the problem. You focus only on the solution of what it is you want. I knew I needed housing at that time. That was important to me. And I said in my spirit, if I live in Hawaii, I want to know that I live in Hawaii every single day. When I wake up, I want to hear the waves. I want to look out and see the ocean. And guess what? With that clarity and that focus, it had to come forth. It was already in my spirit. It had to come forth. And more recently, there's been some things I'm super excited that I'll be glad to share with you all here on your platform that you're listening in from. But in our community, I've already shared, and I'll share it with them again, of some things that have recently just popped off because they were already in my spirit. And I know you got these things already in your spirit, rich friend, and it's ready to come forth for you. But you got to give yourself permission to align with what it is you want and feel that relief. And as I shared with you just a few minutes ago, we did an alignment practice, feeling it what it is. And we go more in depth in that in our community with practicing that to manifest fast. That's what we do. We practice how to align, how to expand and experience fast with ease, whatever we want to. And those of you that are interested and want more information about that, you can go ahead and click on, just type in the comments, Rich, and we'll give you more information regarding the community. Just type in Rich, R-I-C-H, and you can get more information about that community and what we share over there as we go through these different frameworks, because you can have what you want because it wants you. It wants you. There's no reason for you to be without it. No, not at all. So I'm going to share with you our affirmation, as I always do when we leave him here. We share the affirmation news. We're going to give you the news, the north, east, west, south. Yes, you need that. Those are things that help you experience what you want to experience more of. All right. So we're going to say it together. Those in the community, go ahead and join us. Those of you that are new to us, just follow along. I'll say it and you repeat after me. Okay. I am the head and not the tail. We're bringing it in from the north. I am the head and not the tail. We're bringing it in from the east. Money loves me and I love money. Thousands and thousands of dollars come to me easily and effortlessly every single day. Those of you that are coming in from the west, let's bring it on in. I am happy. Okay, bring it in from the west. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and successful. Bring it in from the south. I am free. Thank you, God in me. Today is a great day to be rich. I hope you've enjoyed today. Until next time, it is a great day to be rich.